Well, Jostle, we're famous now. Yeah, I've always wanted to be famous. I think you were once. Anyway, we're going to talk about Charlie Chop. Some of the viewers wanted to know whatever happened to Charlie Chop. He was the 5'2" Chinese acupuncturist in that Belmont clinic. Wasn't he part of the Tom Pelazzola painting? Watch my hat. Okay. No, I don't think he was. I would have mentioned him if he was. He was the nicest guy, and he was a kung fu expert as well. That's what I had for dinner last night. What? Kung Fu Young. Well, anyway, no, that's not the same thing. Anyway, so I'm not sure what happened to Charlie Chop, other than that he was disciplined by the Department of Professional Regulation. Why? Was he also doing personal injury cases like you did and all the other ones? I was going to say degenerates, but you're holding me right now. Okay, yeah, I think he did. Like I said, he was an expert in Kung Fu, and he was a nice guy, but he had a temper. So how come he was disciplined? Well, he once beat up a drunk for peeing on his needles. Is that it? Yeah. Now we can talk about Ace Hoel, attorney at law. Well, Jostle, we're going to talk about Ace Hoel, attorney at law. Well, it's about time. Here's his poster, and here is his slogan. Rear-ended, Ace Hoel is behind you. Well, what happened to that giraffe? Did you adjust him? I did not adjust that giraffe. I don't know what happened to him. I still want to talk about Charlie Chop. Whatever happened to him? I don't know what happened to him. Well, he said he lost his license. I'm not sure if he lost his license. He said he beat up a drunk for peeing on his needles. Were those needles in someone's back at the time? I don't have, look, I'll look them up. I'll let you know later. Okay. Right now I want to talk about my book. We're going to be famous. I already am famous. Okay. I guess you were at one point. Ace Hoel, attorney at law. It's in Kindle form. You can see the link in the description below the video. I think you'll like it. Anyway, I was a client of Ace Hoel. Did he ever send you injury cases? I'm ashamed to say that he did. But once I was a client, because a guy with really good insurance rear-ended me. You had to say that, didn't you? Yeah. So he caused a prostate problem. How does a car accident cause a prostate problem? Well, I bought a used car and I didn't know how to use a stick. Do I really want to hear this? I mean, how does a stick... I'm not going to tell you. I had an accident. This is a family show. Let's not get into that right now. So I went to this doctor, but Ace said he wants to call my doctor before he examines me. But he's not a doctor. Well, he wanted to call him anyway. So I get to the doctor's office. Ace calls my doctor. He said, you know, Fossil is going to see you. You know, that sounds like your other voice that you had for Harry Carey and Jimmy Stewart or whatever. I said, look, it's the only voice that I can do besides yours. He says, well, you know, Fossil is coming for an examination. And when you examine his prostate and you snap on that glove and you examine him, you drop his legal briefs. That's a joke that I just made up. I want you to use 2 fingers. Well, how come Ace told the doctor to use 2 fingers? He said, well, in case I want a second opinion.